We're going to try it. All right, I'm on my streaming setup again, back home. Just make sure everybody can hear me. If anybody's here. There we go. Live chat. Okay. There we are. Hey. It's Friday night. We don't normally do Friday night, but I'm doing Friday night. Hopefully everybody can hear me. I wasn't going to do this, but somebody convinced me that I should probably do a stream because I'm probably not going to be around tomorrow, and so tomorrow is my birthday, not tonight. So, but thank you. The Daring chicken is really good. If you saw my story, you're probably talking about that. Yeah. Yeah, I got this all set up finally. I got the camera out, and this was my old setup. I got some green screens behind me, so we can change the background if we choose. Let's see here. See, we can change the background, move it around, just like that. So I thought I would just come on tonight and do a quick little live stream with you guys. There we are. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I thought, I don't know, we can do a Q&A. We could talk about the movie. We could do, some the trivia guessing game later if we want. Up to you guys, really. I don't really mind. I guess I'll. Do I have any birthday plans? No, I don't. I don't have any birthday plans. I normally don't. I usually don't do anything. So. You saw me on Jane's channel. Yeah, I did an interview with Jane a couple days ago. It went really well. I think it was fun. I did another one yesterday. I did another a 2-hour interview podcast, which should be out tomorrow. I think he's going to post it tomorrow. So I'm going to check that out. What's up, Dynamite? No, no, Coughlin. I'm not gonna do that. Maybe non-alcoholic, crunk. I don't know what his podcast is. So he's gonna send me the link when it's done, and I'll share it with you guys. So, yeah. I've got 3 posters picked out for A44 that I'm going to be posting. I posted one today. It's a variation of what you guys have already seen. And tomorrow I'll post another one, and the day after that I'll post the third one. So we have 3 of them that I've settled on that I think, we'll... I'm talking to somebody right now to try to get some posters printed out for that, for movie posters. And I'll probably do, just do a limited amount just to see how they do. And we really need to, start promoting A44. So, I'll talk about that tonight. We can, if you guys have any questions on anything, I can talk about the movie without, putting any spoilers in there. I can show you some of the posters so you guys can see it before I post it. Special for you guys tonight on the live stream. Feels like home here. Thank you all for the birthday wishes. I mean, it's tomorrow, but birthday eve. No egg, Craig. What's up, Craig? If you can see behind me, this is one of the areas, one of the locations from the movie. You know, if I move out of the way, that's me and Indy right there. But this picture was taken by one of my buddies a few years before we even shot the movie. This was just a location that we all went to. I went there with Indy, and we took this photo before we even did the Kickstarter. This was actually one of the things that we snapped a photo of for the Kickstarter to show people like what we were interested in. So we have if anybody didn't watch Jane's podcast, go check that out. If you want to know a lot more about A44, it was a fun podcast, and you know, she saw the movie and she was very impressed by it. So I'm hoping that's the reaction we get from other people once people start seeing it. I feel like that's the only way really that, you know, like just because we don't really have marketing power here, I feel like it'll get out through word of mouth, hopefully. The sound is okay, but a little low. See, I can put this closer to my face, but then it starts to focus on this and I go blurry. So I'd have to get up a little bit closer to you guys. Is that a little better? Although maybe I can just turn it up over here. Is that any better? Sound testing. So you guys are all saying that the microphone doesn't work. It's too quiet. Okay. I'll just put this closer to my face and I'll just talk right into it like this. Now it's probably too loud. All right. 39th. What's the 39th? Craig and I have we've been playing some chess. Haven't we, Craig? I feel like it's making me blurry. I got to get closer now. And I don't want to touch the camera because then I'm going to mess something up. So yeah, I just got an ad break too. I don't know. I didn't set anything up. So this is all automatic, and I haven't streamed like this in a couple of years now. So, I don't know if I did everything right. I just wanted to, jump on here, and it seems to be working, but I don't know about the ad stuff. I don't know how to get that off like that, but hopefully we don't get too many more of those. Okay, Craig says volume's fine. It matters says 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday. Thank you. Oh, what birthday? Okay, am I going to be 30 or 40? I don't really remember. It's been so long. I think 30 something? I can't recall. Well, the volume on the computer is all the way up right now. It's all the way up. Let me see if I can do anything else with advanced properties. Okay. Mic. Okay, tell me if this does anything. No, that's desktop. Mic. Okay. Hello. Oh, no, that's just left or right. Decibels. I don't want to mess anything up. How's this? Is this any louder? Ooh. Is that better? 29 sounds good. 29 is good. What about you, Ryan? You're older than me, aren't you? I'm old enough to rent a car. That's true. It's the same? Okay, if it's the same, I'm just going to go back to what it was so I don't mess anything up on the decibel level. I'm sure you can hear me fine because I'm like so close to it, but if I go back here, you can't really hear me. 53. Wow. Yeah. I mean, looking good for 53, Ryan. The statue in Salem looks just like me, so maybe however old that is. I think you're talking about Nathaniel Hawthorne, because I do look like him when he was young. Hopefully, I don't look like him when he's old. When I'm old, I'm just saying, like nothing against good old Nat, but yeah, we have an uncanny resemblance, me and Nathaniel Hawthorne from the Seven Gables. If anybody's been to Salem, there's a big statue of them right in the middle of a one in town in the street. No, but there is a picture, and you know it's funny how I first found that out. I had a friend when I lived down in Florida, and this is before the internet. So she says, "Chris, you look just like Nathaniel Hawthorne." I'm like, "What are you talking about? How do you know what?" And she goes, "Hold on a second," and she went out and got an encyclopedia. I mean, this is like legit searching. You know, we didn't do internet. You know, we didn't do Google. She searched it up, looked it up, showed me the picture, and I was stunned. I was like, I can't even argue with you. I do look like him. So Craig, great question. How healthy are you trying to be on your birthday? You know, um, when Christmas came and everything, like I pretty much stayed healthy on Christmas and all the holidays, So I don't know. I don't know. I'm doing I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling good, eating a lot healthier. I am eating some processed foods, but nothing like really junky or anything. Um, so I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that. Like I mean cake and donuts. I don't know about that. I still have not had any chocolate bars. I mean, I brought one of these down. This is technically a little bit of chocolate in here. This is the most I've done. It's like one of these dark bars. Dark bars. It's like a protein bar. And but I haven't eaten any of the Vago bars, none of the chocolate or anything like that since over 2 months now. So, and for anybody listening that doesn't know why I'm doing that, it's because, like I gained a little bit more weight than I wanted to, and part of that was because my shoulder was out of commission for about a year. And then I rehabilitated that. It still hurts, but not in the same way. And I'm just kind of working through it. But before I wasn't able to even do a single push-up, let alone, anything else. So I kind of, I felt like unhealthy. So then once that started working again, I started trying to do push-ups. I was able to do like 8 or 9 of them when normally I'm doing like, 60 to 70 in a row. And then I took a day off to see if my shoulder was okay. And then I started doing more. And then I would do like 10 or 20 at a time. And now I'm back. I'm doing like, 100 and 150 to 250 a night every day. So I know. I'm skipping some chocolate. I've got a lot of chocolate all ready for me when I'm like ready to do it again, hit some chocolate. But I mean, yeah, everybody says that. Everybody's like, "Oh, you don't look like you gained weight. You look fine." I get it. But like I got to feel good myself, and like there is definitely, it's a real thing for me. Like I need to feel good, like in and outside of my body, and the clothes that I'm wearing, they got to fit a certain way. And if they don't, I start to get a little bit, I don't like it. It's like a really bad feeling to me. And it's always been that way. So, most of my life I've been like, I haven't had a problem with that, being very active when I was younger, an avid skateboarder. I could eat whatever I wanted. And pretty much, I didn't think I was exercising, but I was skateboarding all day long. And now I got to kind of watch what I eat and also work out every day, which is good. It's good for you to work out. I feel good when I work out. The protein bar is dark. It's the chocolate pretzel. It's like coated in chocolate, and then the inside is like some, I think almost like a Rice Crisp and I guess there's pretzel in there. It's vegan. It says it's got the V on it right there. Anyway, I find these at Wegmans. They're a little bit more expensive than I want, but I was like, heck, I'm just gonna grab one on the way home. I had to go out today and return some internet stuff. And yeah, so it's snowing out there. It's cold. It's cold out there. I was gonna wear this hat, but it was a little bit. I don't know. I changed hats at the last minute because it is cold where I am. There's no heat down here. Yeah, exactly. Thank you all. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you all for the birthday cheers. Um, yeah, it is a candy bar with protein. Hitting gold before hitting chocolate. You know it, Mike. Um, but yeah, I have to stay fit, and you just do what makes you feel good. Like if you feel good, like whatever makes you feel good, that's okay. But for me, that's always been that way for me. And I actually this is kind of crazy, but I gained almost 30 pounds since we shot the movie. And it's funny because well, actually here, all right, let's see if I can turn this way. There I am in this picture right here, and I'm wearing some of my favorite pants. I found these pants years ago. They're technically a skateboarding brand. I don't even remember the name of them, but I liked them, and they were really cheap. They were like, $29 or something. So like I bought a ton of them, and I wore them like all the time. I loved them. They're just a black pair of slacks. I'm very picky with the clothes I wear, like really picky, like really, really. I have a certain pair of pants that I like and I wear, and I gotta wear the kind of clothes I like. I can't just wear anything. And so I love those pants, and I went out and I bought like a ton of them, within the last 10 years, different sizes, like within reason. And during the movie, those pants that I was wearing, they were like falling off me. Like I had to keep, even with my belt on, I had to now I can't even get the button. I can't even button them. So I know it doesn't look like, a big difference, but since the movie, yeah, I gained a little bit there. So, but I don't know if it's like muscle or what, because like I'm working out every day again. So, that could be some of it. Thank you, Brian, animal activist. I hide it well. Yeah, almost 30 pounds. I'll even give you the exact numbers. I was 159 when I was doing the movie, at my lowest, and I like to be about 165, 168. That's what I feel most comfortable. But right now I'm 180, and I was 187 a couple months ago, and I was like, that's it. I gotta, I just was like in a bad, like I started just not exercising, and I was just eating whatever I wanted, snacks, and then I just got to the point where like I have to get this, I have to feel good again. So, that girl, thank you, Linda, for that super chat. With that blue super chat, to me, it's coming up as blue. I like that. 187 is hot. Yeah, I mean, I'm 6 foot too, so not 6 foot two, I'm 6 foot also. Happy birthday, Eve. Thank you. It all goes to the birthday fund. We're gonna put that piggy bank up for the birthday fund, right? Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey Craig, I got your lens here. Craig let me borrow his lens, and I did a photo shoot with my friend. And I also took a photo of my dad for his birthday, and I think it came out really good. You can check that out on my Facebook or my Instagram account. My dad's birthday was a couple days ago too, so he's exactly 30 years older than me. Moonwolf Dog, thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate it. I would go ahead and like it, but it's not giving me an option. I don't know why it lets me like some of them and not others, but I appreciate them all. Defying the scrawny vegan stereotype. I mean, I've tried to do that from the beginning. Yes, I do have a link to them. Linda, can you put that link up there? It's pinned to pretty much all my social media. If you go on the landing page for this channel, The Vegan Zombie, it'll be right there. Actually, you go check it out right. Maybe I could just show it right now. I could just pull it up and play it. I don't know if I have everything set up for that, but just give me a second. Let's go through it. Videos. Pull it up here. Yeah, give me a second. Maybe I'll play that. I'll play if I can do it, if I can remember. I know I can do it, but okay, here we go. All right. Right here. Yeah, there it is. And also, I can be in here too. Can you guys all see that? Is everything working so far? Can you hear me? I think everything's good so far. Desktop audio. Okay, I'm going to play the trailer. This is a trailer to A44. We'll watch a little bit of it. I'll kind of break it up. So here we go. Let me know if you can't hear it.
Good morning. It's a beautiful day here in Amherst. We do have some breaking news to report. There are several reports of what appears to be a stomach bug going around. Now, experts are not quite sure of the cause, but an investigation is underway. You are being advised to use discretion and stay home if you aren't feeling well.
I'll be back.
Cell mutations. If we consider a virus to be similar to a eukaryotic cell, where would the actual mutation originate? Is there something important outside, Harley?
Never mind, I guess it's nothing.
Dude, it's like a ghost town in there. Everyone's going home sick or something.
Now, we have eyes on the ground at Amherst General reporting live. Let's see what's unfolding. Pat, what can you tell us?
Hey, how do you think they actually get the milk out of a note?
Maybe we can get together sometime and cook up some vegan cheeseburgers or something?
Yo, bro, I left my wallet in your truck.
What the?
Hey, we need backup!
People are complaining of dizziness and stomach pains. People are, oh my God, what are you doing?
Get down! Well, hella!
Wait, that's gotta be it, right? Okay, wait, what do you mean?
So, don't eat animals, fools.
Hopefully those things don't want to eat us too.
Okay, so I could go over some of the things in this. Okay, so that I feel like that was a quick 2.5 minutes too. It goes by pretty fast, right? It gets you excited. You know, while we're here, I mean, without, giving any spoilers away, I could talk a little bit about some of the things we see here in the trailer. Let me go ahead and turn it down and I'll just kind of play it. First of all, so I did I did all the editing for the post-production. So I put this in here with the flames. My producer Lena made the actual the wolf with the half of the heart right there, because the name of our production company is Like and Heart Productions, and then I put like the flames in there, coming up like this, and I chose the font for Like and Heart. And then we got all those embers in there. I really love that. So yeah, I just used some particles and I put that in there. And then I had the beginning, the drone footage. There was a shot that I just didn't really like 100%. And then let me show you this. So this was filmed. This is a drone shot directly above the house that I lived in at the time, which we did shoot a lot of probably a third or a quarter of the movie at that house. And this was directly above the house. I just thought it looked really cool. All these trees like this. And that was actually done by Rachel's father. Rachel's father did this particular shot right there. And I traded it off with the other cinematographer that did all the other drone shot. Actually, our sound recordist did most of the drone shots, the other ones. But this one right here, I really like it. And this is actually, okay, I don't think it's that much of a spoiler, but that's actually the first shot of the actual movie as well. I won't tell any more spoilers. Okay, so, and this is just some, windmills around the area. There's a lot of windmills up here. I just thought that was a cool shot, so I threw that in there. We got a nice drone shot above there. Okay, and that right there, that's my brother. That's my brother, Pat, eating a burg. And let me tell you the story about how we got this guy. So this guy's name is Matt. And like I said, we did this movie for really, really cheap. We did as much as we could to be as frugal as we could with things so we could keep, enough money in the budget, to use it on what we needed for. And that meant we had to decorate certain things. And in the basement, at the house I lived in, we needed to make a whole other room. So we bought carpet at Ollie's, like just a cheap red carpet. We made a fake wall, and we needed to decorate it. So I bought like a table, like a kitchen table with chairs for really cheap at an estate sale. And we had the piano in there, and then I had to get like a hutch or something. So I looked on Facebook Marketplace, and we got 2 hutches. We got one of them for free, and then the other one we found for $50. It was a nice one. And when we went to pick it up, I paid the lady, and then we took it out. We put it in the truck, and it was actually this guy right here, his mom, that we bought it from. And he was there, and he said, "Hey, would you need like?" He goes, "I got a really cool truck if you want it in the movie." So we went outside, and he showed me the truck, and it was a 1948 truck that was his dad's. And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure. Like, you know what? If you want to be in the movie too, we need extras." And guess what? The next day, he was the first one there, bright and early, in his truck. And I said, "Do you want to?" Well, I can't tell you some of the stuff, but anyway, do you want to be in the diner and you're basically eating a burger? And so that's how we got him in the movie. I didn't know him before that either. The whole set is vegan. So the burgers that you're seeing them eat are vegan. Let's keep going a little bit. Her name is Laura Stisser. She is a local actor here in Syracuse, New York. And she plays the part of Diane in the movie. Let's see what else we got. So this is another drone shot that I thought looked pretty cool. And this is like a remote town, like probably 45 minutes from where I live. And it was pretty much like really small town, and it was like an old mom and pop gas station with like, you know, it still had one of those bathrooms on the outside that you need a key to get in, and that's what I was looking for. You'd be surprised, I couldn't find anything like that anywhere, and then I found that, and I was like, wow, you know, and they were happy to let us use it. So we filmed there for about 2 days. And there he is, the star of the movie. There's Indy, my German Shepherd. Okay, and obviously you probably heard this, and if you're just joining us, this voice is, you can recognize this voice anywhere, especially if most vegans know this guy.
Mutations. If we consider a virus to be similar to a eukaryotic cell, where would the actual mutation
Tommy's usually in the chat. Well, that's Tommy right there. Right here, this student right here, that's Tommy. This is actually the high school that I graduated from many years ago in the small town that I grew up. So, yeah. And, of course, we got Dr. Greger, nutritionfacts.org, and he plays the college professor.
Originated. Is there something important outside, Harley?
And I think he did an absolutely wonderful job. You know, he was great.
Never mind, I guess.
Which one is Tommy? I don't think you guys can. No, I don't think you can. Like, you can't see my pointer. Let me go back a little bit here. Okay, so this is yeah, that is Craig right there in the middle. I know you can't see my pointer, but Craig is blah, blah, blah. Craig is right above my head in the blue. He had long hair back then. That's Craig. Tommy is to the left of Craig with the hat on. And over here on the bottom right, the girl with the long, dark hair, she actually was a Kickstarter supporter, and she actually came all the way here from Italy. I thought that was pretty amazing. And over to the left, one of the girl with the plaid on way over to the left by the bear. That's actually the daughter of one of my good friends that I went to high school with. So I thought that was kind of cool too. So let's keep going.
If we consider a virus to be similar to a eukaryotic cell, where would the actual
Okay, so Tommy is the one with the long hair and glasses to the left. So that's Tommy. I don't know if he's watching. He's probably not watching right now because I'm sure he would have commented. We don't have a release date yet. We are still working towards that. We're probably going to do a premiere here in the Syracuse area somewhere around March, and an LA area in April if we can do that. Jane's trying to get something going out there.
Mutation originated. Is there something important outside, Harley?
By the way, are you guys enjoying this? Do you want me to keep going through this and give you more fun facts about the movie, or should we go on to something different? I'm trying to read the chat as best I can here as well. Craig's hair was long. I'm trying to scroll up here. Yeah, Vegan Brian, I would love it. Yeah, we're right now we're trying our best to get as much publicity out there as possible. So anybody that can share this, or I've done a couple different interviews and podcasts. We were in a local newspaper, so we're doing our best right now just to get people to, hear about this movie here. And it's one of those things, like I'll say it again, you hear about it and people have this preconceived notion about what it is. A lot of people think it's something that's just going to be cheesy or stupid, but once people actually see it, they're like, wow, yeah. So it's one of those movies that just nobody's really looking for, but once they see it, I'm hoping they'll enjoy it and they'll recommend it to somebody. Okay, so yeah, I guess we'll keep going a little bit.
Never mind, I guess it's nothing.
Dude, it's like a ghost town in there.
This is Matt Sampier. He actually produced his own movie around the same time, but he released it last September, and it's a Halloween movie. It's called Creepin' Death. He wrote it, directed it, starred in it, and it is on Screenbox TV. You can see it on Amazon. Let's see. He was on the top 10 list on Screenbox TV. Number 1 being Terrifier 2. And he made it to number 3 and then number 2. And then for a couple weeks, he made it number 1 ahead of Terrifier. So that's pretty awesome. And he plays one of the main characters in A44 right here. So he plays the character of Nick.
Someone's going home sick or something.
Now we have eyes.
Okay, so if you see this, you see there he is again. There's Nick, the guy with the white hat on, the first guy. That's Ryan. He was in here. I don't know if he's still Ryan. You still in here? That's Coughlin. He was talking to me at the beginning of the stream. He's one of the lead actors as well. You see me in the back right here, and right to my left is my brother. So this is the only time in the movie that we cross paths. Like he walks out as I'm walking in.
On the ground at Amherst General reporting.
And we got to use, for this hospital scene, I think it looked pretty authentic, as good as we could get for a very low budget movie for a hospital scene. It's actually a community college, and it's their nursing department, and we were able to use it for one night during a certain time period. And so we did our best to make it look like a hospital.
Live. Let's see what's on.
We all know, if you know my channel, that's John. And he plays the cook.
Folding. Pat, what can you tell
And that voice that you're hearing, the narrator, is Jane. That's Jane from Unchained TV. Jane Velez Mitchell.
us?
Hey, how do you think they actually get the milk out of a note?
Maybe we can get together sometime and cook up some vegan cheeseburgers or something.
Yo, bro, I left my wallet in your...
So that's Ryan. That's Coughlin. He's a local musician and actor. When we did the guy driving the car too, he's in the movie about 3 different times. He's a Kickstarter pledger. And when we were shooting at that other place that I just told you guys about, that little mom and pop gas station, really small town. When we started filming there, you know, I think the whole town found out we were filming a movie there, and they all started driving their trucks up and down the road and revving their engines. And it was hard for us to film there because they were doing that. But this lady pulled up in this Mustang right here, and she saw we were filming a movie. And then she came back with her husband a little while later, and he was talking to us, and he said, you know, where else are you shooting? I said, well, we'll be in Syracuse tomorrow. He goes, well, I work in Syracuse, and if you want to use my car for anything, you're welcome to use it for free. I can drop it off. And I'm like, oh, wow. And sure enough, he dropped it off the next morning, and there it is, just to make a little more production value in the movie. And I let the Kickstarter guy use it. Just to back up a little bit, I just want to show you one other thing. I'll fast forward again after this. But so right here. Okay, so the girl over here with the long blonde wig, we really needed extras that day, and we didn't really have too many people. She was our head makeup and special effects person, and she sat in as an extra. She put a big wig on, and so did our other guy, Laser. He also put a wig on, and they just, they're throughout the movie in different scenes. She's also in the very beginning, too. You can find her right.
Cell mutations. If we consider...
Oh, it cuts off right there, but she's on all the way to the right. That's her over there. So, yeah, we had to double up on different actors, and you might even see the same people walking by different spots. That just doesn't, but hopefully people won't notice any of that stuff. Anyway, back here.
What the...
All of the gore and makeup and everything was all vegan friendly. Let's see. No, I directed the movie. I had a director of photography there as well, directing, like, setting up photo, the the cinematography, like setting up where we all needed to stand and all that stuff. So, especially when I was acting, I had to rely on him knowing if we got the right shot or not. How long did it take me to make this movie? Well, that's kind of a long question to answer because how long did it take to shoot it or what? So I wrote the story back in 2009. So it's been about 16 years. We did the Kickstarter for the story back in 2018. And we started shooting in the summer of 2022. It was a 3-month shoot. But we also did pre-production from March until August. So we've been working on this for quite a while. And then afterwards, I did all the post-production with the exception of the sound design, which was done by a guy named Rob Acasella. So, and I just finished it now. There's a few things I could still kind of touch up on this. So like, I feel like I'm never truly done, but it is ready. And I am happy with it right now to be shown in like any kind of theater location or, streaming it. So it is ready to watch. Vegan gore is a definite oxymoron. I mean, it would seem that way, but it does make sense.
Hey, we need backup!
People are complaining of dizziness and stomach pains. People are, oh my God, what are you doing?
Get down! Hella!
By the way, that was an accident, and I really got hit in the head with that. So I kept it in there because that's why it sounded and looked authentic, because it was authentic. I really got smacked in the head at that point of the movie. And I knew it right when I got hit, and I knew it hurt, but I kept acting because I was like, we got a good one going. You better keep acting, So, but if you actually saw the real scene, the rest of that scene, Ryan's face was like, oh my God, I didn't mean to do that, but I kept acting it. So anyway.
Wait, that's gotta be it, right? Okay, wait, what do you mean?
Oh, that kid screaming there, that's John's nephew. He did an amazing job with that too.
So, don't eat animals, fools.
Hopefully those things don't want to eat us too.
So that was Coughlin that said that. So yeah, I hope that intrigues everybody to want to watch the movie. Let's see. Okay, so let's go back over here. Okay, so that was the trailer for A44. I've got some different ideas with it that so yeah, it makes you like want to go ahead and watch it. It's a horror movie. It's a standalone horror movie with a vegan message to it. It's got a little bit of comedy in it, so you don't take yourself too seriously. I don't need these on anymore, so I'm probably yelling because I can't hear with those on. Yeah, so I screened it with my buddy at a movie theater a week or two ago. I've seen it twice now on that movie theater. So I fixed a couple things that I wasn't completely happy with, and I gotta go put it, where is it? Yeah, I have one of these. I gotta put it on one of these and then bring it back there and check it out again. And then once we're happy with how it looks and sound, it sounds great. We have surround sound 5.1, And so it sounds really incredible. It looks incredible. And once there's a few things I wanted to fix. Some of the color grading I wanted to change a little bit. So I went ahead and did that, and then I'll go check it out again, and then we'll find a time and day to do the premiere for the Kickstarter people. Probably, I don't know how many people will show up to that, so probably cast and crew, and then if there's any tickets left over, limited tickets will be available for the public. Also, I'm trying to find people. I need about 10, maybe 10 to 12 people to come screen it that have that do like movie reviews and podcasts, and mainly people that don't know me or anything about the movie is what we're looking for. We don't want any biased opinions. We want like a real review of the movie from just a few people. Oh yeah, I mean, but videos are a little bit different. I've done the same thing for years and years on YouTube, like not really wanting to put the video out because there's so much more I could do. And then I just realized you got to put them out. Like, it's a video, people will watch it and then they'll forget about it. They'll go on to the next one. This is a little bit different, with the movie, but yeah, there's got to be a time when I'm done. But I did need to correct a few little tiny things that just didn't look good the last time I watched it. It was mainly like the color. There was a few scenes that it was just a little bit too red. Can I interview Gary? I've already done that. I did the Gary Yourofsky interview with the greatest speech, but I haven't talked to him in a really long time. Let me show you. I have here. Okay, so that would be the first poster I released. I kind of redid a little bit, and so that would be poster number 1. I don't know if that's big enough for you guys to see. I think if anybody's on a desktop, it's probably big enough. But if you're on your phone, you might not be able to see it as good. See you, Linda. I'm going to go ahead and put this over here so I'd rather look over here instead of all the way over there. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, if you know any movie reviews channels that would especially I'm looking for, we've been in plant-based news, veg news, Unchained TV. We're actually on their app, so go download their app if you don't have it. It's a free app, Unchained TV, and they stream all these. The trailer is over there on there. Organic Silvermoon. Yeah, I just decided to do a little live stream tonight. Yeah, my birthday's tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. With color grade analysis, it's like, yeah, you think everything looks good, or it does look good on your computer, and then you put it on a TV and it still looks good, and then you go watch it on a movie theater and you're like, oh, hold on, what's going on? So yeah. And then I feel like am I colorblind? So yeah, that's poster number 1 with the butcher. The butcher or big guy with a lantern. And I have another poster. The second poster that I released is, where is it? Right here. So I really like this one too. The look that he's given, like, we don't know. Are you a witness in something? Are you a good guy or a bad guy? I don't know. And this is a very unique A44 too. That is not a font that you would find. That's an original picture. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Appreciate it. And then we have our third poster, which I have not released yet. Some of you might have seen it in the background of one of my streams, but there's more to that. Like, so I'm trying to get these posters printed out. Talking to somebody that knows someone local here in Syracuse that does posters. But I will say, if you get these posters and you examine them a little bit deeper, you'll find some more to the poster than what you just see right now. And the third poster, where is this third poster? What is the third poster? The third poster is probably my favorite, and it's the one that I haven't released yet. And here it is right here. No, I guess that's not it. Where is it? Do I not have it up there? Oh, wait. Oh, duh. Okay, never mind. It is there. That is it. It just was under the other one. So here it is. Boom. And let's turn that one off and that one off. Okay. And that's my favorite one. That is basically what you see behind me right here, but I made it night. I did do the black and white on the... You're talking about the first one, right? You're talking about... Oh, no, wait. You're talking about the other one. Well, I did do black and white on this one, too. So in the background, it's black and white. And then he's in the forefront. He's in color. And then this one right here, is black and white. But yeah, this one right here is my favorite. A44. Very E.T. Maybe the moon, but this is like more like kind of like Stand By Me-ish, I think. You love the tracks. Thank you. I worked really hard on these posters, just like I did on the movie. So I did them all myself. Yeah, I did it. Like I did a poll where I asked everybody if they liked the one in color better than the black and white one. And I personally liked them both, but it was an overwhelming majority of people liked the black and white one. You like the second one the best? This is the second one. I do think this looks really good. This poster right here. This, I think, brings a lot of intrigue. Definitely horror vibes. So I made 3 different ones. So this one right here is just like, what is this? This is like definitely, slasher type, something. And then this one is like, oh, this is definitely horror. I don't know if it's like psychological or like, like what it is. It's just something about it. And then this one, I tried to make it more of like, not so horror, scary, or slasher, but more of like adventure. Like that would be like the Goonies, Stand By Me type feel to the movie. Yeah, that is a real train track. Second one is more creepy. The third one is interesting. Makes it seem like an unknown journey ahead with your dog. Yes. Also on this one, if you like really zoom into it, you'll see a lot more detail. Yeah. So yeah, adventure, horror, scary, and then like slasher. Even though this is not a slasher, but that's what the first one looks like. You got to see the movie though. Like a lot of people were telling me this doesn't look like a zombie movie, and it's like, just watch the movie and then tell me that you don't like it, you know? I want to like, yeah. So this one right here, I would love to tell you more about this. Cause I mean, obviously I know, but I can't, I don't want to give it away. Maybe I'll tell you more after the movie, but right there, there's more to it than just that. So I can't really give it away, but I do really like this one. It was just one frame that was like, boom. I really liked it. No, I have not gone camping in quite some time, and I've never been camping with Zeke. Yeah, you'll have to watch the movie to find out. Um, yeah, there's a lot to I can't wait for it to be out. I don't know really what else to say. We went through the trailer and I told you a lot of some behind the scenes stuff for it, all that good stuff. Hey Debbie, thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you for the birthday wishes. What am I doing for my birthday tomorrow? I don't know. I don't have any plans really. I guess we'll find out. I think I'm going to be another year older though. Do I have Cash App? I think I do, but I've never used it. I have PayPal and Venmo, which I think they might even be in like the description of the video, but I've never used Cash App before. I don't know. I think I couldn't get it hooked up to my bank account or something. Does that make me old-fashioned? Anyway, yeah, so what's next? What else are we talking about next? Here, which one should I leave up? I'm going to leave that one up because that's the newest one. You remember seeing my first new PFP and being like, whoa, what's this? A horror channel? Oh, vegan zombie. Yeah, I mean, I just did what I love, horror, zombies, and veganism. Wait, not at all, Chris. What did I say? Oh, did I say that I'm old-fashioned? Do something for your birthday. You sent me a card to my P.O. box. Oh, thank you. I'll have to go out there and check it out. You like the vibes of the railroad tracks. Okay. Yeah. Let me see if I can... Okay, hold on. Let me just bring this above here for a second. Boom. So that is... The picture was originally taken in the day. And up here, I turned it into night. As you can see. we have, let me just make this a little bigger so you guys can see it a little better. It's got all the credits down here like a regular movie poster would. And so, yeah, and I had to have something with Indy in it, you know? Let me just try to make that back to about there, and boom, there I am. Okay, so exciting stuff. So now what should we talk about? Can't see the zombies as well on the night vision. You'll be able to, I'm surprised you saw the zombies. Yeah, there are zombies in here. If I really bring it up there, they're over there on the left side of the tracks. And those zombies are actual real people from the movie that I just, made a lot smaller and turned them into pretty much a silhouette. So, what did I do here? Hold on. Boom. 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 But yeah, you can also, you probably saw that when I put the other version up. Like right there. You can, let me just see if I can, just for a second here, make it all big, and there they are down there at the end. If you're on a phone, you probably can't see it, but we got a couple of them down there. I put the shadows in there. I put all the little detail in there. The sky was just, the original picture was the sky. There's no real good, it's just a gray sky with nothing. I put all that sky in there. I used a little bit of AI for the rest of it, but I just liked the way it looked. Out of all the pictures that we took throughout, it was one of my favorites. Let me just try to fit to screen again. Oh, there we are. We got to make it a little bit bigger. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Let's boom, and there we go. Okay, here we are. There. Dr. Gregor Zombie. You would buy the poster with Indy? Yeah, I'll probably have all three of them printed, at least a limited amount of each one. Maybe I won't do them all at once, and I'll do like limited versions of it. I don't know. Yes, I will be doing posters. Yeah. A Creepin' Death is free to watch if you have Amazon Prime. Well, there you go. When I watched it, it wasn't. I think I paid $6 to watch it, but it went to my friend. So, and he made it on a really small budget too. That's awesome. Really leave people wondering what will happen. I seriously like it, Chris. Thank you. No, I don't have a hard time grocery shopping. I am a germaphobe, but I'm used to the world being germy and dirty. Yeah, there's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot to see in this. Like, there's other stuff I want to tell you guys right now, but like, I can't just give you everything right now. I got to leave some stuff. Like, I want to leave some of it, like, and never say anything and wait to find out who the first one is to notice certain things. So. Looks like I'm just walking towards them. Yeah, it's almost like, well, what are they doing? We're walking that way very apprehensively. I have not seen Nosferatu. I've been talking about that for the last couple days. I want to see it. I love vampires, and my favorite horror movie of all time is Bram Stoker's Dracula, Gary Oldman, Winona Ryder, and the whole crew. And we all know Nosferatu is ripoff of Dracula, so I think I will really like it. I need to go to the theater and watch it. No, you're not limited. You can buy all the posters. But I feel like I should I shouldn't print them all at once. I should just, print a certain poster just to see it, because I don't know if anybody, I know a few people will probably buy them, but I don't want to be left with a bunch of posters nobody wants. Is there any new I'm kind of out of the loop. I always go to the expo. Expo West is coming up in a little over a month, and I don't think I'm going to make it out there, and I'm bummed about that, but that's where I usually find all the new vegan products before they come out. You need to check out You Won't Be Alone, which is an awesome witch film. Where can I find it? Is it in the theaters, or is it on a streaming service? Yeah, eventually when the movie comes out, when A44 comes out, we can have longer, in-depth conversations about the movie. You probably are like, dude, all you do is talk about this, but it's like, this is what I've put the last few years of my life into. I can't even explain how much work I put into this movie. So this is everything to me. And I want to put it out there, and I want people to see it. I want the world to see it. And, like I said, I don't think people are looking for this movie, but if they give it a chance, I think that people will like it. Yeah, and remember, guys, this is kind of making history, because it's going to be, to my knowledge, the first completely pro-vegan movie that has a vegan message, that is directly and indirectly helping animals. That is a full feature film narrative, which means it's not a documentary horror film. So, that's a lot there, but it's the first feature narrative horror pro-vegan movie that, I knew that was going to happen. What's going on here? We have lost everything. There we are. We're back. I don't like it how it does it. There's something wrong with the port on my camera, and that was a big problem back in the day when I used to stream, and I figured it would probably do it tonight. So there it is. But just in case it does it again and it goes out, I always got this one. This one is inferior. It's a webcam, but just in case. You Won't Be Alone has been out for a few years, but I think it's on Prime. I'm going to go ahead and write it down in my notes so I can watch You Won't Be Alone. Okay. You Won't Be Alone? Prime. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope it's good. All right. Can I talk about Vegan Brian, animal activist, wants to know, can I talk about the title of the movie A44 and how I came up with it? Unfortunately, no, because that would give a lot away, so I can't really do that. It's a very important part of the movie, theme of the movie. how I came up with it was, I can probably tell you the gist of how I came up with it, but I can't tell you what it is in the movie. You'll have to watch the movie. And then when you see it, you're going to be like, oh my God, okay. Or maybe you won't be like that, but I don't know. Anyway, how did I come up with it? So A44 was originally called The Vegan Zombie. And when I first started this endeavor to make the movie via Kickstarter, I've had several different teams since then. And the first team I had, which was a co-director, was advising me that I can't call it The Vegan Zombie for, lots of reasons. But, a lot of people that aren't vegan probably wouldn't even want to watch it. And I do think that that's true. So I had to come up with another. And she told me that you want to come up with something like more so at the beginning of the alphabet, for search results when people are searching for movies and stuff. So I was like, okay, all right. Okay. So if you watch the movie, I came up with I don't want to give that away either. But anyway, I came up with the A and the 44 is definitely meaningful. I used two different things. The name of a place and a specific number that had significance somewhere down the line. And that's what I came up with A44. And just in case anybody's wondering, because nowadays it's very popular, this had nothing to do with A24, which is a production company. In fact, when I came up with this, I don't think A24 even had any movies at the time. Since then, they have made a lot of movies, and a lot of them are really good. They did Hereditary, and some they've done some really good movies. Midsummer, and they're still doing them. So I don't want anybody to get confused between A44 and A24. Completely different. A44 is the movie. A24 is a production company. It actually looks like 3 AAA stretched out. I actually thought it looked like, whenever I see the clock, I always look at the time when it's 4:44, and I always think it looks like 4:44, 4:44. So, but it's A44, and it was just something that I came up with like on the fly. I knew I had to come up with a different name, and that's what I came up with. So, other than that, are there any more questions? I'm trying to think what else I can say about it. I might as well say this just because, I have at the beginning of the movie, it basically says, this story was written in 2009, and then I make a dedication in there. But when I wrote this story, it all came from my brain, and it was all original. I wanted to make a zombie movie that was as plausible as possible, like to something that could really happen if there were such thing as zombies. So I came up with something like that. And Trini, thank you so much for that super chat. Trini says, happy almost birthday, Mr. Cooney. Wishing you a wonderful day and weekend. I appreciate that, Trini. Thank you. The title is perfect, by the way. Thank you. So when I wrote this, my inspiration wasn't really horror movies. It was movies like E.T., Stand By Me, Goonies, like some of the movies that I loved growing up. And I just put like a little horror spin on it with a little vegan twist and some sprinkles. And So when I came up with the main things in this movie, I came up with them completely on my own idea that most of these things were not done before. But let me just tell you, since I wrote the movie, let's just say I wrote the movie before the movie Zombieland. I wrote it before The Walking Dead was a TV series, before The Last of Us was a TV series. Before The Last of Us was even a game. And there are some similarities, to my surprise. Even Stranger Things. There's some similarities between, a lot of what has come out since. And I'm afraid that people are going to think I ripped them off when that's not the case at all. In fact, I kind of got a little bit I kind of got really irritated when I saw these. I'm like, oh my God, they're going to think I copied them. Like, what the heck? But I did not. So I thought it was important to write at the beginning of the movie that it was written in 2009. What are you eating, Trini? I'm just wondering what you're eating. But yeah, the title is perfect. So here's the other. I just want to run it by you guys. I already kind of know what I want to do, but I know that. Okay, so I know that most vegans would. You would think most vegans would want to support this movie because it is a vegan themed movie. It is going to directly and indirectly help animals. When I say directly, I mean, if this makes money, a certain amount of those proceeds will go to a handful of different animal sanctuaries. But also, we are in talks with, I had a conversation with the president of one of the animal sanctuaries in another state, and he had the idea that he could have me come down there to a local movie theater, and we could do an event there where I could give a portion of the proceeds directly to that animal sanctuary. And if that works, if that model works, I could do other sanctuaries as well, like local sanctuaries adjacent to their, movie theater, local movie theaters. And that way we're supporting the movie, and we're also supporting some animals. Not to mention there's also, the vegan message in the movie, which hopefully some people might decide to have more compassionate choices. I don't think that everybody's going to go vegan when they see this movie, but hopefully the thought is that some people, might make the connection. So there is that. And yeah, it's just something that I'm excited to get out there and put it out in the world. But what I'm trying to say, okay, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say is I already feel like most vegans would support this because of what it is. So I didn't necessarily make it geared to vegans because we're most likely going to support something like that. Even if you don't like horror movies, it's still something to get behind. But I kind of made this for just the average horror movie fan. And it is a standalone horror movie. I did my best to make it so people aren't going to be like, oh, I don't want any of this vegan garbage and walk out or turn it off. I did my best to hopefully, minimize anybody that, is like that. So I don't know. I'm thinking, I know it says A44 and under it says the vegan zombie in the trailer. Cause that's like the subtitle. But I'm almost wondering if I should redo the trailer, just A44, and I take out those 2 little clips in there where we talk about veganism and just put it out there as a brand new horror movie. Because my friend had a good point. She said that a lot of really successful vegan restaurants and businesses, some of the most successful, they don't advertise that they're vegan. And all the vegans will automatically find their way there. But now you have a lot of other people that find their way there too. And some of them might not even know that they're vegan, but they enjoy and they love it, and that kind of thing. So it might also apply to the movie if we can get this in front of horror fans, without them like saying absolutely not before they even attempt to give it a watch. So I might do that. It's not a well, there's a small tiny element of a psychological thriller, but that's not really what it is. It's more of a dramatic adventure that starts really early on, and it just keeps getting more intense. Like I do my best not to make it get boring and then lose people. So like it starts picking up and then all the way until the end, and then it's like, I mean, we gotta just watch it. I mean, there's so much I almost just gave away, but I can't. And I will say this too, like being a horror movie, it's obviously a horror movie. It's got the element of zombies in it and all that. It's got some other non-zombie horror in it, but I would not, like, when you think horror, a lot of people think like really scary. I don't think that this is like that. It's not really scary, and that's okay. I don't think a lot of zombie movies are that scary. And I'm a huge horror fan. So if you're not a horror fan, you might actually think it's scary. Make believe, then I think you might like this movie then with what you just said. So, and currently, Gary would disagree with me removing the word vegan. I would only do that for a second trailer. I wouldn't do that for the movie. Like, it still says the vegan zombie. I never shy away from saying the word vegan, and it is in the movie. And we say vegan in the movie, and that's why it's a pro-vegan movie, because we don't shy away from that. But that's not exactly what I'm saying here. I'm saying to get more people to go and watch the movie. I think with vegan in the title, we might not get as many people wanting to watch it. No, my nieces did not watch my movie. Oh, and just to make clear, I'm not taking those scenes out of the movie. I would just cut another trailer that is more like this trailer right here was geared like for the vegan community to say, okay, we got a vegan movie coming out. I'm saying cut another trailer that is just strictly like the horror elements of it and the actiony parts of it, and leave out the tidbits, talking about veganism, and then put that out there for the horror community. Because whether you like it or not, there is something about it that makes people just not want to, unfortunately, have anything to do with veganism. And this is the movie that's like, the way I did it, it's like, by the time you're already wrapped up in the movie, it's like, gotcha. It's like a gotcha moment. It's like if you say anything other than like what you're feeling right now, you're lying to yourself. So, but obviously I'm telling you this knowing everything about the movie, and you guys have not watched the movie. So you have us on the edge of their... yeah, my nieces can't watch the movie because they're a little bit too young, and just talking about zombies, gives them like nightmares and stuff. But they wanted to be in the movie, or they want to be in the next movie. One of my nieces and one of my nephews, they're not in the movie per se, but their voices are in the movie. You just watched the trailer. It looks dope. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Okay. All right, Sarah. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Have fun. No, my movie is unrated. We don't got money for that. I would love it if we could show it in theaters that serve vegan food, but that's probably something that's not up to me. I don't know if I could get something going there. At least I'll try. You agree on the second trailer? Yeah, I think it would be probably the most beneficial for the movie, which translates to to animals. We want as many people to see this as possible. All right, Mike, take care. So Mike, Linda's back. So cool. We got a mod. Do I have credits at the end? Yes, I have credits at the end. And they took me over a month to do. So they're completely, absolutely professional. What's the next movie going to be? Hopefully a sequel. Something like that. I could show you a little bit of the timeline, maybe of the credits. I don't know. I mean, I've already posted a little bit of it, but I might be able to show a little bit. Let me see. Timeline. Boom. I can't show that part. Okay, I can show you a little bit of this. Where were we? Monitor. Okay. Do you guys want to see a little bit of this? I might be showing more than I should. Okay, there it is. When's the birthday? Tomorrow? Tomorrow's my birthday, yes. 39 sounds good to me. Yeah, the credits did take a very long time. Oh, AMC theaters have vegan nuggets now, says Trini. Thank you, Stacy, for the early birthday wishes. What do I guess my movie would be rated? I think it would probably be PG-13 or something. Maybe rated R. I mean, we were easy on, swearing, but there are some swear words in it. Do you know the movie theater, the movie Popcorn? Do you know the movie Popcorn? I think I've heard of it. I don't know if I've seen it. Huh. Anyway, let me just show you this real quick. If you're on here and you've watched it this long, I'll just show you a little glimpse of some of the credits. These are just the Kickstarter people. Like, there's a lot. It turned red. Do you guys like that? I've heard a lot of, like, everybody's saying they like it. The people that have seen it, it's like. Anyway, so that's that. This is the timeline for the whole movie. It's pretty intense. But that's it. You know, that's my editing suite for A44. And you saw it first here on the stream. Oops, I accidentally deleted it. What? No, yeah, it definitely has cuss words because we tried. Yeah, it had to. It had to. It didn't sound real without it. We tried to make this movie as real as possible. And I just started writing based on a lot of my own experiences. And I just put something together. And then I refined it many, 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 many times. I know I have to... Linda, if I had to start over, I would just say, I'm done. It's over. But the good thing is I've already have rendered copies of it. So even if I lost that, I could still show somebody what I wouldn't be able to go in and fix anything, but we'd have something. That would be the worst birthday ever if I woke up and everything was gone. Do I have no, there's no official release date on the movie yet. We don't know. We still are waiting back from some film festivals, and we'll probably have a premiere in March and April. But as far as release date, I don't know the answer to that yet. I do have it. I have it on like, was it three or four hard drives? I mean, the whole thing was 4.2 terabytes. So, wait, what the heck's that? Oh. My own experiences with zombies, yeah. Well, the original script for the movie is what inspired this YouTube channel, The Vegan Zombie, not the other way around. Thank you, Shannon. Appreciate that. Tell you why I went vegan. Okay. Well, I've always loved animals, and I always question, like, you know, shady things, like why do people not want to, like, some people are like, oh, like, I don't want to eat a deer. I don't want to eat Bambi, but they can eat a cow. Just because that's the way it was. Yeah, I always loved animals. I remember when I was a little kid, E.T. being my favorite movie of all time. I remember riding my bike, you know, in the, you know, small little town where I grew up, and it was summer, and I don't know how old I was. I was probably 8 or 9. And there was an animal, I think it was a woodchuck, and it got hit by a car, and it was still alive. And I picked it up and I put it on the handlebars of my bike, and I rode it home, and I said, Mom, we have to do something. We have to take it to the vet. And I begged her, let's go to the vet. So, you know, we did. We went to the vet, and we dropped it off at the vet, and, you know, so I felt good about that. I don't know what happened. The vet probably put it down or something. But when I was 14 years old, I was into martial arts at the time, and a good friend of mine that lived across the street, actually, he helped me with a little bit of some of the post-production here on this movie. But yeah, at the time, he had a family friend that was into, like, really deep into the martial arts, ninjutsu. And he said he would come into town like once a month and train us. And for me, you know, at that age, 14, martial arts, ninjutsu, I was like, that was like the best day of my life. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do this, you know. And he had, like, you know, like his whole, like, way of life was minimalist, Buddhist. Like, he slept on a futon. His only possessions were some ninja things and some books. And, you know, he would, like, train us about all this stuff, and, you know, teach us, like, you know, the Japanese, like, the phrases and the sayings and all that stuff. And then one day before we started training, he said, the ancient ninjas and the Buddhists, they were predominantly, they were vegetarian. And this is so long ago. This is before, I've ever even heard the word vegan. And he said, that these ninjas were vegetarian. And he had a few things with him before we went out to train. He had something called tofu. It was just a block of white, whatever, tofu in some water, not cooked, not flavored, nothing. And then he had like some green tea, and then he had like some tabbouleh. Those are the first things that I ever experienced of a vegetarian diet, a way of life. And we tried it, and when I eat tofu now that doesn't have any kind of flavor in it or anything, like it brings me back to that day. Why am I still wearing these? And so from that day on, my two friends and I, we decided we were going to be vegetarian, and that was and we we took one of those Japanese character symbols, and we tattooed it on our hands. We tattooed it. I'm like, well, let's put it somewhere where nobody's going to notice it. Let's put it right on our hand. So we found a Japanese pressure point, and we tattooed it with like a little needle and a cap of ink. No, you need to, no, I'm doing something right now. You can't do that. So I have a little tattoo still here, and so does my buddy. So anyway, from that day on, we were vegetarian, and to me still now to this day, well, at the time it was a whole new chapter of my life, and I felt like it was a fun, exciting new challenge. So when I would, and my parents didn't support me at that point, and so I just started learning to cook my own food. I'm like, and my parents thought it was going to be a phase that I would just get, grow out of, and that didn't happen. I just learned to cook all my own food, and as the years went on, I mean, this is before the internet was anything. It was long before Google was anything. And I knew nobody that, that was vegan or anything about it. And then as time went on, and so you got to remember, there's no YouTube, there's no videos, there's no cell phones, there's none of that stuff back then. And as time went on, a few years went by, and I remember I was in Taco Bell with my buddies, and we ordered some food, and I just had this epiphany. I just sat there, and I was just like, just kind of zoning out, just thinking about what, because at the time, like, I didn't want to eat anything that hurt an animal. And at the time I thought, like, okay, I'm not going to eat meat because, dairy doesn't hurt the animal, but, I didn't know any better. But I was a very strict vegetarian because, like, I wouldn't even eat rennet. And rennet was, the lining of like goat stomach, stuff like that is found in a lot of different cheese. So even as a vegetarian, there was a lot of cheese I wouldn't even eat. Anyhow, I thought to myself at that point, I was like, it just kind of all came to me at that point. I was like, I started looking at it with what it was, what exactly it was. And dairy actually was hurting and killing a lot of the animals, unlike I thought at the time. And at that point I was like, everybody had said, like, oh, don't go vegan. You're gonna really, hurt yourself, and you're gonna get, you're gonna mess up your neurological, your brain, all that. You need to eat meat and dairy, or you're gonna make yourself really sick. And I, at the time, I kind of believed them. I didn't know. But at that point, like, I didn't care. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take a leap of faith, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to eat animal products anymore. To me, at that point, I basically, in my mind, and if this helps anybody else that's trying to go vegan, like, this is how I thought of it. Like, I just said, like, I understand people eat animal products and eat animals, but to me, it's like, it's no longer food. Like, and I always make this analogy. I say, this is a phone. I can't eat it. I can't eat my phone. And I feel the same way about animals. I can't eat animals. I know people do it, but I don't see it as food. So what do you need to do then? Because you need to eat. You need to eat to live. So then I start thinking of all the other things that we can eat. We can eat, we can eat veggies. We can eat, plants, mushrooms, which I don't like mushrooms, but legumes, like all these different things you can eat that are not animals, nuts, seeds, and you can combine those in literally endless different, sequences to make different meals. You don't need animals. And there was never a day that went by that I felt like I was going without, or I couldn't do it, or, what am I going to eat? Like never. Like, so every day when I wake up, like I know I got to eat something, but never once in the last, 30 plus years did it ever cross my mind that, I would have to eat animal products. You don't have to do that. And, everybody that told me I was going to get sick was wrong, because I've been vegan for well over 30 years. And, if that was the case, I'd be in pretty bad shape right now. And I'm not. It's just not the case. In fact, just to double down on that, like before I had always been lethargic and short of breath and, easily tired out. And, because I was born with a heart condition, and they told me I would never grow out of it. And when I went vegan, within a week or two, I felt so much better. I felt more energy. I felt better. And a few years later, when I went up for my electrocardiogram, like for my checkup for my heart, which I was supposed to do every 7 years, they looked at me, they looked at my heart, they looked at everything. And, obviously I don't know if it has anything to do with it, but they said I did outgrow it, even though they told me originally I would never outgrow it. They said I outgrew it. I no longer have a heart condition. I'm completely healthy and normal. And so the other thing is when I first went vegetarian, like I think this is, at least for me, because like I have a friend that always asks me about this, like, jealous of me for this, but when I was a little kid, like I remember always getting really bad pounding headaches. And my mom would give me like aspirin or Tylenol, whatever. And she'd be like, here, take this, it'll make you feel better. And as far as I was concerned, it never once made me feel better. And they were horrible. And I remember when I was 14, I went vegetarian. And I also identified with being straight edge, because I had always pretty much been straight edge other than taking, medicine that my mom gave me. But after that point, I never took any medicine like that again. I never took a Tylenol. I never took an aspirin. For over 35 years now, I have not done that. And I'll tell you this, I don't know if it has anything to do with not taking the medicine or going vegetarian and no longer eating meat, and then, furthermore, going vegan. But ever since I was 14, I have never, to this day, have had a headache ever again. And I'm just going to knock on wood, because I don't want another headache again, but I just feel like I'm grateful, because I still remember what they feel like, and I never want to get one again. So, right, Linda, thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. Linda says, vegan for over 30 years, but only turning 29 tomorrow. That is true. So yeah, that's how I did it. I can easily say that, it's totally doable for anybody to go vegan. I can say that, throughout my time as a vegan, there's times when, like I was making decent money, and there was times when I was like, rock bottom broke, and there wasn't a single day that went that I was like, I can't be vegan, one of those is when I moved out on my own to Florida with my buddies, and I had no money. Like I literally had to get a job and walk to work like a mile. And then after I got like my first paycheck and stuff, I saw like a broken down 10-speed bicycle at the Goodwill that I bought for like $10. And then, I rode that back and forth. And then once I had a few more paychecks, I ended up buying I bought a 280Z Datsun. I got it for $600. And all this time when I was super poor, there wasn't a day that went by that I was like, can't be vegan. And this is back in the day before they had like all like the delicious, vegan food. Now, back then it was like you got your rice milk, you got, if you wanted to make any kind of cheese, you had to do it like we did it with like nutritional yeast and like garlic, and we made some very garlicky, nutritional yeasty like mac and cheese back then. But we did it, and there was a thing back then called wheat balls, where it was like almost like a wheat gluten, and you put together and make these little meatballs, boil them, and then make spaghetti. And I made a lot of that stuff all the time. Definitely not common in the 90s. It was very rare. Yes. When I moved to Florida, my roommates were all vegan except for, so there was one guy that originally lived there. And he let us also rent the other room. So it was like me and two buddies renting a room. Like I had nothing. Like I had a sleeping bag. I don't even think I had a mattress at first. Just moving out after I graduated high school, like on my own. And so the main guy that owned that originally rented there, he was not vegan, but everybody else that I lived with was vegan. And I want to find, like, after this movie is like all taken care of and done, I want to find I've got old movie footage or video footage from back in the early 90s when I was a brand new vegan and going to the store. Back then I think we went to Publix in Florida, and we were looking, if I knew back then, I would have done more videos, but I never thought of like videotaping anything that I ate. But there is one video where we're like grocery shopping, and one of my friends is holding the camera. So, what happened? Are we still on? Connecting to stream. Are we still here? I think I lost you for a second. Anyway, I think we're back. Anyway, so yeah, I could find that old video and show you guys sometime. I had really short buzz cut hair, and it was bleach blonde. Yes, that was before Eminem was famous. Okay, so you see it. Okay, so you didn't. So I guess I lost me. You guys stayed on, but I lost me. Anyway. What even time is it? Let me see. 9 o'clock, 9:15. Well, what else is there anything else to talk about? That's the story of how I went vegan. Why did I do it? Was it a trend then? I don't know. Like everybody was dyeing their hair different colors, and I just liked it. I bleached it and I liked it like that. Yeah, there were some people doing that. I've had red hair and I've had blue hair. My brother had, and this is back in the early 90s when I was in high school. My brother had green hair. He had a couple different colors too. We went to Hot Topic and bought hair dye back then. We were all doing that just to be, skateboarders, with like the Tony Hawk skater cut. And yeah. Hope I get wacky cake tomorrow. I mean, maybe I can find some old pictures. I probably can. I could probably pull them up and show you. Maybe. I don't know if you guys even want to see any pictures or anything, but I just got to find which one it's on. I've got so much on this computer. I've got like a couple 14 terabyte drives. I've got so much content, videos, the movie, pictures, so much on here. But I've also got like all these old photos from back in the day. It might be this one right here. Maybe not. I don't know. It might be. I might not be able to find it. It might take too long here. Oh no, wait. Maybe it's here. Okay, here. Okay, what? Okay, so hold on. I gotta. Okay, so here's all my old pictures. This is Florida. I can show you some of what I just told you. No, that would not be. Huh. Wait. Florida old. I got so much stuff on this computer. Oh, that's a really bad picture, but this is my... This is a horrible pixelated picture, but that car that I said I bought that's it right there. That's the car. The gold one. I think the door wouldn't close and I had to bungee it. I liked it though. It was a nice, you know, first Florida car at least. After the... let me see here. I don't know. Random. There's so many pictures here, so I don't... I was trying to find the one where I had bleached hair, but... Oh, I don't really have anything organized too well, so... Let me see. My photos... Nope. Let me just move this over here so I can see. Oh, you do want to see pics. Okay. Okay. There's just so many different folders here. I can't really... I just feel like... Oh, that's when I went to the Stanley Hotel. Digital. Here's my family. Am I in there? Yeah, there's lots of pictures. I got my first birthday pic. I'm gonna have a... Well, I'm not gonna tell you how many years I'm old, but I have my first birthday coming up. My first birthday picture. That's me when I was 1. And just for the heck of it, that was me when I was 2. And you know how I can tell? By the number of candles. Okay, I don't know. I feel like there's just too many. Too many possibilities here. Pictures of little Chris. I mean, I have them, but it's just wait, this is an old... This is when I first started the Vegan Zombie. When I first started the Vegan Zombie, I made those t-shirts and I look a little bit different, but there I am. Look at that phone. This is probably 2010. Anyway. Stuff. I used to live in New York City too, so I got some New York City pictures. Let's see. Oh, maybe this one. let's see what we can do here. Okay, so let's go back here. Let me just bring up the chat again. How long did that car last you? Just a couple years. I only lived there for a couple years. I look like I'm 12. Kool-Aid hair. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, that's a good question. If I could outreach to a non-vegan right now, let's just answer that real quick. So these are my tips on going vegan. I would say, look, it's absolutely possible. It's the right thing. Like, it was the best decision I ever made, not knowing it at the time. To this day, it was seriously the best, hands down, best decision I ever made. And you know, there's no better time to do it than now. And if I could give you any advice, I would say do it now, knowing that I did it that long ago. The best way I would say to go vegan, I mean, you obviously you got to start, you have to eat. So you got to start with the food and stuff. So start being able to do this as you're looking into the whys behind it. But as far as like learning to change what you eat, I would say, make a list, you know, check it twice, get a list, write down your top 10 favorite meals or what you normally eat in a week. Write them all down. Then go to Google and Google a vegan version of all of those. And when you Google it, like, know that, look, there's thousands of different recipes you can make. You can make like a comfort food, not very healthy version, delicious, all the way to like a very healthy, whole food, raw vegan version of whatever you're going to make. You know, somewhere within that extreme, from there to there, you're going to find something that you like. You might find something you don't like, but don't give up. Find something you do like, and then repeat that for everything that you normally eat. Like if you eat hot dogs and mac and cheese, there's several different vegan hot dogs out there. You can even make your own. There's mac and cheese. You know, we even have a recipe on our channel. There's so much information out there that you can get help with. Like I would join vegan, you know, like a vegan community where you live. You know, there's usually Facebook usually has vegan groups, local groups and stuff. And sometimes they meet up, you know, and they have potlucks and, you know, you can do all that. So that's what I would do. There's documentaries. I mean, the speech that I filmed with Gary Yourofsky is a really good one. Whether you're vegan or not, like I think it's always good and it's relevant. It's Gary Yourofsky's best speech ever. And that was years ago that we did that. So check that out. Check that video out. And there's so much support nowadays. So yeah, I hope that helps and answers your question. The first recipe you adapted was Toll House cookies. You know, that might have been one of mine too, because I remember making cookies all the time. And I remember Willow Run was the butter we used. It was the vegan butter at the time. But do you remember that Keebler soft batch chocolate chip cookies used to be vegan? They're not anymore, but they used to be. And I used to eat those all the time. So back to, like, I was supposed to find a picture for you guys. Like, let's see. I can find, this is an old one. This was, this right here was my brother's dog, Cambria. And you can see she is a husky. This is probably 2004 if I had to guess. What else do we have here? What do I want to share? I accidentally was trying to buzz cut my hair one time, and the clipper fell off, and I accidentally shaved it way too short. There it is, way too short. And what else do we got here? Oh, this is weird. I had room 217 from The Shining, and that was right next to the hotel that inspired The Shining, the Stanley Hotel, which I went to visit that same week. It's in Colorado. So these are just random things I'm finding here that I'm just sharing. I told you I used to be an executive of security at Target a long time ago. What am I doing there? I'm working at Target. Actually, when I was working at Target like that, that is where I was a vampire too. But that's where I wrote the first 4 pages of The Vegan Zombie while I was working there back in 2005, I think it was. Yeah, I always loved vampires and stuff like that. So, this was my really old high 8 camera, which is actually makes a feature in A44. That same camera right there. I don't know. I'm wearing my dad's hat. Oh, what else? What else? Oh, this is what I was looking for. I've got bleach blonde hair. I just fell. I was skateboarding. I'm not just sitting on the ground for no reason. I fell. This is actually a screen grab from a video. I was trying to 360 flip over that and I fell. But you can kind of tell I got bleach blonde hair. Here's another one where I was living in Florida with my friend. We were playing games. One of my friends was sleeping. I think we were putting shaving cream in his hand, trying to be, not up to any good or anything. But yeah, I was like 19 there. Doesn't really look like me, does it? Does it? Let me see comments again over here. Ooh, we'll get that over here. Oh wait, it's somebody else's birthday? Whose birthday? Claire? Happy birthday. It's my birthday. Is it your birthday today? The 24th? Happy birthday, Claire. Mine's actually tomorrow. You gotta get down. Come on. Do you guys want to see any more pictures or let me see. Skateboarding at University of Florida. This was probably 2000 or 2001. Yes, I filmed Gary's speech. Sky. Okay, what else we got here? Shenanigans. This is... I don't know. This is me at Target, up on a ladder, installing a camera up in the ceiling of Target. This is another skateboarding. This is very pixelated because that was from like a video. What else do we have here? Some of these are really old. Many years ago. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's about... Yeah, I guess that's about it. That's not a very good picture right there, but... What else do we have? No. Some of these aren't really that interesting. Oh wow, does that need to catch up? Wait, let's see here. Let's just go back here for now. You know what? Maybe we'll do that in another live stream. I'll just get a folder together so I'm not taking up all your time. What is going on here? I feel like are we far behind? How many? Why am I seeing this? Are we there yet? Anyway, you're still awful at Ollie's? Yeah. Yeah, skateboarding was my thing. I skateboarded from 1989 to, I mean, technically I'm still a skateboarder. I still have a skateboard and it's in the trunk. Well, I took it out of the trunk, so it's in the garage right now, but I still have a skateboard and I can still skate. I look so young here with the beard. Oh, you're talking about right now. Right now with my beard? I've already traveled oceans of time. But what is going on with this? I don't know. I'm seeing... Maybe I need to refresh it. I'm going to refresh it. Live chat. Okay, there we are. Hello? Hello? You like the beard? I actually trimmed it today because I don't like when it gets too crazy. So I trimmed it, threw a hat on, and got the green screen working here. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm seeing a little bit of a, I don't know. Yeah, I got the green screen out there and, oh, that's what happened. The camera got moved a little bit, but it's okay. You can see some of the wall on over here. I did say the thing. Do I have lots more interviews? No, I don't, but I want to get more interviews. So yes, I do want more interviews, but I don't have any right now. I would love to get people in the horror community interview me. I've done a bunch for the vegan. Oh, what's going on? I don't like that. All right, hold on. We'll get back up there. Peggy, I actually showed the trailer earlier, and I pointed out Tommy. So if you rewind that, I don't know if you were on there. Earlier on, we broke down the trailer. I'm using OBS right now, and it's really the only one I've ever used. I look 30 to you, but you said, oh my God, really? Thank you. I'm a lot older than that. No, I didn't really say I was 40. I think other people said I was 40. I wish I was 40. Oh, Tommy is watching too. Oh yeah, so go back earlier on the stream when it's over, and I played the trailer and I kind of like broke it down, and I pointed out Tommy. I still look young. Well, thank you. Thank you. I mean, we watched the trailer. I'm in the trailer. And I don't have a beard in the trailer, so I was hoping to look a little bit younger. And just so people know, like, we use exposition so we don't straight up come out and say it, but just so people know, we're not in high school. It was filmed at a high school, but we're supposed to be in college in the movie. So I'll do that. So now that I have this streaming thing, maybe I'll stream more often than just Monday nights, and we'll do more on the movie, and I'll get like a folder together where like I have different photos I can share with people, because I just have so many. I've got like hundreds of thousands of photos, and I didn't really label them all too well, so I'm gonna have to go through them and find out what I can show, and I also got like some behind the scenes from the movie, which will be really fun to show everybody. Melissa, I truly believe that. Like, and you know, not only am I like a vegan, but I'm also I've been straight edge for all these years too. So I've never drank alcohol. I've never smoked a cigarette. I don't do drugs. I've never done drugs. None of that. So, and immediately people think I judge them when they do. I don't. I really don't care. Like, I mean, I don't really know too many people. I don't think I really know anyone really. Maybe a couple people that have never done anything either. But like, in no way do I judge anybody that has or whatever. Like, I mean, all my friends, family, like, you know, they're not like that. Like, they're my family, they're my friends. Like, we all hang out. Like, so I don't really care. But, you know, I'm a little neurotic about certain things. Linda did all the things. I hope that I can get the movie in the theater. As far as the premiere goes, we'll be able to do that. But like, I can't guarantee, you know, this is a very low budget indie movie that we can even get into theaters. But if we could, that would be amazing. But I can only hope just to get on like some streaming service or something. And when it comes out, I'm going to be so excited for everybody to watch it. I'm going to have to go live and I just want to hear what everybody has to say. Like, even if it's bad, I just want to hear what people say, you know? Indie means independent. It's not Hollywood. We had a very, very low, beyond low budget. We had a micro budget. Like, usually like $1 million to, I think it's $1 million to $5 million is a low budget movie. And ours is like well under 100,000. We had a very, very, very micro budget. So that's indie. We just did what we could do with local actors and local crew. And, you know, some people weren't even professionals. They were just friends that were helping out. So we kind of learned on the way. We all came together, and, you know, obviously we couldn't have ever done any of this without the Kickstarter backers, which made funding possible. But then everybody else that came together to help or volunteer or anything like that, you know, just we have something that I'm really proud of. And it's come together nicely. You're going to eat a Vago bar in honor of my birthday. Well, okay, you know, it's vegan and it's delicious. And go ahead and do it. Maybe even put a candle in it. Melt it, put a candle in it. What did I enjoy most about making the movie? That's a hard question, but probably that it was the one last epic adventure with my dog, Indy. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm prepared for bad feedback. I mean, just on the trailer, people were just saying there's a lot of bad comments and just a lot of ignorant comments, and fortunately there's more good ones. But you know, go look at some of the articles that Plant-Based News put out, and yeah, there's some bad ones, but whatever. You're nowhere close. Yeah, I mean, the people that could make it, the people that were local here, because we didn't. We were thinking about shooting this out in LA at one point, and then back here, and then there, and there. And ultimately, we did it here, which is where I wanted to shoot it, because, you know, the scenery, the location inspired me, and we actually shot it at some of the places that inspired where I grew up, where it inspired me to write some of the scenes in this movie really happened in real life, and I just used them as in parts of the movie. Obviously no zombies, but like there's certain, like, you know, things that happen that, you know, I threw in there that were real. No, I don't take it personally. I mean, for the most part, I don't take most of the bad comments personally, but sometimes people really hit a nerve and they will attack me personally. And it really gets to me. Like, if you're going to just attack me, then that's one thing, but don't attack like the other people that came together to help make this, because, you know, don't attack other people. Like, if you're gonna attack me, go for me, and don't say anything about me negatively with my dog either. And other than that, as long as you're not attacking the people in there, my friends, my family, or my, me and my dog being in the movie, then we're good. We're good, and I really don't care what people say negatively, because at least they're giving a comment, Yeah, there are some ridiculous comments. They just see it right off the bat, and they think, even vegans like said some bad things like, "Oh my god, this is cringe. This is going to make, non-vegans hate us even more, and it's going to give them fuel to like make fun of us." And it's like, you don't even know what this movie's about. Like, as a vegan of over 30 years, I thought very calculate. I can't even say it. I thought very, deeply about, calculatedly. That's what I'm trying to say, about how I would portray the message without being, doing it just right at the right time. I'm really proud of this movie, and I just hope people see it, knowing that it is a low budget movie. You're not going to see a Hollywood produced movie, but we did our best to be as professional as possible, and I think we achieved that. Peggy, what did you think I said? No, Veg News didn't do a bad interview. They did an interview, in the comments there were bad feedback on the comments. There was a lot of comments, which is good, and most of them are good. But there was, a handful of ones that were just like, what the heck? Why are, this is just lame. But you haven't seen it yet, so how are you, like, what, am I not supposed to make a movie? This was my dream since I was a little kid, was to make a feature movie. So why not make a feature movie that had a vegan theme to it? It hasn't been done like this before. So that's what I did. Well, thank you, Produce. I appreciate that. I can't, like, as much as some of these, like, really get to me or whatever, like, I got to let them go. But here's what I feel like, nobody really knows. They don't know me. Nobody knows who I am. And I've never proven myself before with a movie. So, of course, people are going to attack me, I guess that's just how it happens. But once it comes out and they see it, hopefully people change their mind, and it's good enough that the next time around, people will be like, okay, well, he didn't do so bad on the first one, and he barely had any money to do it with, so he did really well on that one. So maybe we could fund his second movie. Maybe I can get some investors that be like, okay, or a production company that says, all right, we want to give you a proper budget to make another movie, So that's all I can, I don't know. I can't really get too mad at people. They just don't know who I am, I'm nobody right now, so I've never proven myself. Yeah, that's right, Peggy. They are. And the people that know, and the people that, like, you were there. You watched us on that day with Dr. Greger, and Tommy's in it. So, like, you're part of this. And I think everybody that knows. So I don't care. It doesn't really bother me because, I did what I set out to do, and I'm done with it now, and I can move on to something new. And eventually have, the rest of the world go. I wish I could have everybody go over to Amazon or Netflix or wherever it is and go watch it tonight or this weekend or something, or, that would be awesome. That's right, Stacy. Stacy's actually in it too. Stacy was the first AD of the movie. And she plays a waitress. Yeah. So okay. Yeah, that'd be great, Rye. Yeah, I know that they're vegan. The problem is like I reached out to like so many vegan celebrities and just no, not one of them gave me the time. Not one of them was even interested. So maybe after this one they will be for the next one. But like when you're nobody really cares. Nobody like they hear like a vegan zombie movie and they're like, "Ah, no, no." But give it a chance. I swear I I did it right. I did it right and I know movies and I know horror. So like I made a movie that I like. I wanted to make a movie that I would like and then hopefully other people would like it too. Well, Peggy, that's what we're going to do for the premiere. I got to rent a theater. They're not giving it to me for free. I got to rent it and we'll have people from the Kickstarter, cast and crew and stuff. And then if there's anything left, there's 214 seats, I believe. And I don't think I'll have that many people from the Kickstarter come to the premiere. Let me just pull that up real quick. I'm going to pull my Kickstarter up and I just want to see, I can't show it to you, but I just want to see how many people are supposed to go, because I guarantee you 100% of them will not show up just because it's been so long. It's been almost 7 years. I'm a little bit hungry. I did eat before the stream. I had a vegan hot dog. All right, so let me see. Okay, so let me find out which tier they get to go. Zombie cookbook. Okay, the movie premiere. Hard includes. Okay, so the movie premiere starts at $75 and there's 30 plus 80. Somebody do the math for me. That's 110, 112. 130, 125, 150, 163, 171, and that's at 171. So like 173 people paid for the premiere. Oh, you know what? I got to do that math again because I think there's a certain tier that they get 2 tickets. So I got to relook at that. I can't do it right now. I'll do it another time unless somebody wants to be my mathematician. You will rent one in Keene? You're going to eat your apple? Thanks for the idea. Don't eat animals. Fools. That's got to be a t-shirt. Who was saying that, Mike? Somebody said that. It's got to say, don't eat animals, fools. And then like an apple with a chunk taken out of it. Can I do a stream going back and react to my Kickstarter? My Kickstarter was like, it didn't happen like we wanted it to. You know? We had bigger plans. We had, famous actors that we were hoping to get. We didn't get any of them. We got Dr. Gregor. We got Jane. But other than that, we didn't get some of the other 80s actors that we wanted to get. So I try to stay away from it because I don't want everybody. I just want people to see the movie now, not like go back and get like a, look at that and then have like an idea of what it should be, and then it lets them down. So don't go look at it. Linda, you're not coming to the premiere. Linda, then I'm coming over to your house. We're putting up a bed sheet and we're gonna project it on the wall at your house. And we're gonna invite everybody there, and we'll get vegan pizza and Vago bars. Oh, the Kickstarter stream. You mean the one where we finally made it? And then we smashed a pie in John's face? Yeah, I know. I want to go to the expo. Thanks for reminding me about that. No, I'm just kidding. I really don't. I really just don't have, I might be going out there for a premiere, so like a month later. Well, no, Jane wants to do a premiere. She says she can get us a theater out in Los Angeles. So she wants to get a theater out there, and Syracuse, New York is going to be the main one. But right now, I mean, once you get distribution, they lock it down, and then they own the rights, and then you can't do that anymore. So I want to see if I can make a deal where I can go to different theaters where, just me with the movie and play it there. So yeah, that would be cool if Peggy, if you could get a theater out there and I was able to go, because right now I own the movie outright. It's mine. I can do what I want with it, but we need it to get out there. So that's why we need a distributor. And really, I want there to be, Blu-ray version of this, and like hard copies that people can buy, like if they want like it's signed or anything by the crew or the cast, whatever, I don't know. So, but if we can do like different screenings throughout the country for different sanctuaries, then, like if you're doing, like we're doing a tour, we're in your area, then you prepay for a ticket, and then I could probably do a tour like that. Yeah, I want to have the behind the scenes, director's commentary. Wow, yeah. Look at all that. I mean, I basically just gave you a director's commentary, right? There's a lot of behind the scenes too. Like I think we pretty much took behind the scenes, at least to some extent, every single day. No way you're making it to New York from there. Where's there, Sky? The director's commentary for the trailer was a great teaser for the Blu-ray. Oh, right, yeah. If you guys like that, yeah, because there's so much that, yeah, just going through it and like explaining everything we did for the certain parts, like that's just fun. Like we could do a whole movie night where I go on live and we just, break down the movie and stuff. Well, no, we got to do behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, maybe I'll do memberships only. I don't know. Who knows? Look at that. Look at that awful green screen down here. Well, oh, Kentucky. Well, I gotta go. Well, we might go to Virginia. How far is that? That's a little closer. What are you doing, you crazy little doggy? Crazy little doggy called Zeke. This is Zeke, everybody. Look at this. His other bandana is invisible because it's green. This is there. It's green. Oh, look at that. Look at your bit. What are you doing? What are you doing? You got your Harry Potter cloak. Okay, get down. Get down. You're going to knock my green screen over. You're gonna knock it over. Don't knock it over. I think I gotta go, guys. I think he's like, let me out. Let me out. Oh, my favorite color, probably black, but that's lack of color, so probably blue. Like the sky right there on the A44 poster. That's Zeke. I don't know if he's what he's telling me right now. What are you telling me? He's wearing an ET bandana. And a green one. So the green one is invisible. Oh, did you hear that? Something happened. Zeke wants all the attention. Yes, he's vegan too. He's a vegan dog. And so is Indy. Yeah, he likes getting scratchies, doesn't he? He does. All right, go over there. Let me finish this. Can you let me finish? Can you let me finish? Sorry. Yeah, I probably better go. Like so these live I would do these live streams for like many more hours. I really could. But I've got responsibilities and gotta let my dog out now. So I will say thank you all. It was fun hanging out with you, and I don't know what else to say. We'll see you probably Monday at Noah Craig's house. I will be another year older by then, and I don't know if I'll look different or not. I don't know. We just don't know the answer to that. But thank you all for hanging out. And looking forward to A44. I'll try to do more of these live streams in between our Mondays. And and I have another video an actual video to upload. I just got to edit it, and hopefully you guys check that out. It's a What's Vegan video at one of the stores. I'm not going to give it away. But thank you. Now I got to figure out how to turn this off. Oh, there it is right there. All right, everybody. Sleep tight and don't let the zombies bite. I'll see you guys next